So we'll be talking more about different types of clouds in the next chapter when we talk about actually in the precipitation process. But in general, we're going to see that clouds can be broken up into either the flat clouds that we call Stratus Type clouds, or the fluffy clouds we call Cumulus Type clouds. And they are directly related to what we've been talking about with regard to stability. And these are the flat clouds. These are going to be kind of our stratus clouds. And can you see where basically we've gotten condensation to occur, but there's not much what we call vertical development. Okay, so stable environments, stable atmospheres end up in the types of clouds we're going to get are going to be stratus type. And you know, you've seen these before. They happen at kind of a nice, nice, happy, chilled sort of events when the atmosphere is calm. Okay, it's stable. One thing about such cloud cover, actually, and such an environment where basically, I'm going to go ahead and say basically, instead of having a tendency to want for stuff to rise, stuff wants to tend to kind of fall, and that's kind of counter to what our troposphere generally wants to do. But in that scenario, just imagine if you had, this is my smokestack. Imagine you had some sort of factory down here. Actually, if your atmosphere is stable, that can bring you problems because it kind of puts a lid on things like pollution. We kind of lose our that's generally what wants to happen in the troposphere. Okay, kind of an ongoing Earth's surface kind of breathing. Okay, so this sort of stable situation in which air tends to want to descend can have consequences with regard to pollution. So the other type of clouds we're going to talk about are cumulus clouds, and they're the clouds that have a little bit of fluff to them. So our cumulus clouds are generally going to be, they have what we call a certain amount of vertical development. They go up. And this might look to you almost like a rain cloud. So we use the word cumulus. And can you see in the discussion we've been talking about that actually these are the result of air, parcels of air wanting to rise or ascend. You get this kind of cumulus sort of clouds. So again, we'll talk more about different cloud types coming up in Chapter 5.